Welcome, one and all. I am Average Zen. You have reached Average Zen Presents. Today we're doing a little Ranked Wednesday. Gonna take some decks that we tested out yesterday in casual play and see if they can cut it in ranked ladder. Today we're doing a couple of standard decks. As you can see, we're getting close. We're getting close to Diamond Rank. We'll see if our decks today can get us there, or if it's gonna be a struggle. We got 3 days until the season ends here for the Bloomborough August season. The struggle is real. We have been yo-yoing up and down mostly because of the crazy jank that we play. Yes, we could do red deck wins all day. Yes, we could play the same control deck all day. We like a little spice here. We like to try some new stuff and see if we can, come up with something that is fun, that works. One or both would be good. With that in mind, let's jump right in. Starting out, we're going to go with what I like to call murder tokens. This is another caretaker's talent engine. And what we're going to attempt to do is make a bunch of tokens, draw a bunch of cards. We will end up sacrificing tokens, more than likely. Definitely if we get an Herbrask's Forge down. And that'll be triggering our Scavenger's talent. So we get food tokens, which draws us cards with Caretaker's talent in play. And when we sack those foods or those tokens, we will mill our opponent or ourselves if we need to get, something in the graveyard that we want. Or if there's something already there. Then we can, just focus on milling our opponent out, unless it looks like they like it. We got our standard Boros removal package with some Get Lost and Lightning Helix. We're slipping a little Preacher of the Schism in there for token generation and life gain. In place of our temporary lockdown, we're running Malicious Eclipse. And this will also serve as a little graveyard hate, as it exiles instead of destroying. And, some Elspeth for tokens and life gain. Also flying if we need evasion. Jaya for tokens and, a little bit more pumpable action there with all our non-token or non-creature spells. And we have Sheoldred, old Shelly. I imagine with the amount of card draw that I've seen off of Caretaker's talent and really any token generation deck, we will be gaining a bunch of life. Not to mention, if the board's all clogged up, well, Shelly. She likes to punish people for drawing cards. And we can use that. And due to the fact that we are relying on her for a little damage output, we have instead of getting the Sunfall, we've got a Starfall invocation. We can always run it without gifting, and then if there's or empty board there, which is pretty easy to do in this deck. And if we absolutely have to, when Shelly's on the board, then we Starfall and gift a card and get Shelly back. Unfortunately, they draw the card before Shelly hits the board, but on top of that, we can also, Season of the Burrow, return our Forge with an indestructible counter, Caretaker's Talent with an indestructible counter, exile some of our opponent's stuff, namely probably aiming at Planeswalkers or artifacts with this. Also our opponent's enchantments if they have something really punishing us, like Virtue of Persistence. It's a one of fun of in this deck, because we don't have that many creatures, but it is decent removal, and late game, I expect we'll have at least one Sheoldred in the graveyard. Mana base, some fountain ports for value and token generation, demolition field, take care of our creature lands, and the best mana base we could cobble together for Mardu. With that being said, let's take it into the ladder and go for diamond. Here we go. One for the doctor. Alright, we will be up against Jund. Not to be confused with Jund, although they may be playing Jund. Well, we've got all our colors available. We got 2 and a couple of 3 drops that work well together. I think we gotta go for it. Alright, Inspiring Vintage. Go. Our opponent running, well, they might be running Jund. Alright, 3 Inspiring Vantages. Love to see it. And there's their forge. Well, we don't like that. Luckily, it starts out small, so if we keep hitting our land drops here, it's 1 more land, and we'll definitely be able to Season of the Burrow that away. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get our Caretaker's talent down. We're not being pressured too much here, otherwise I might have played down the Sulphur Springs and gone for the Preacher of the Schism, but that does slow us down next turn because that Inspiring Vantage would come into play tapped. So just like the Concealed Courtyard. Okay. I think we gotta go for this anyway though. And go ahead and play our Elspeth. We'll get a 1/1 with lifelink. Draw a card. Alright, Lightning Helix isn't bad here. That will potentially stop a Forge token and gain us some life. I mean, we're definitely blocking. Well, I say that. Yeah, no, we're definitely blocking. Just in case they have a pump spell. We need the lifelink and blockers to buy us a little time. Oh, the lightning strike. Goodbye, Elspeth. That did not buy us a whole lot of time. Well, while we've got it, let's go ahead and Season of the Burrow away. Well, hello. Thank you for the raid, Lazy Mooful. Wow. This is already a channel record. We got 7 people. Alright, we managed to get rid of the Urbrask Forge there. And got some bunnies in the process. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have always been told I have a voice for radio. Maybe I should turn the camera off. I'm doing well, thank you, especially now. Oh my goodness, I was in here talking to myself. Now I'm getting Brotherhoods ended. But it's looking good. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you dropping in. Let's go ahead and get down another Elspeth, now that we're not being pressured by the Forge. Although, chances are we're likely to see another one. I doubt that's a one of fun of in our opponent's deck. This deck right here, Ravencrow, is mostly colorless. Or mostly creatureless, rather. The only creatures in it are 2 Preacher of the Schisms and 2 She-Oldreds. So we're mostly running tokens here, and that's for the token generation on Preacher, and for it taking advantage of the card draw off of She-Oldred and Caretaker's talent. So I think right here, I think we -3 Godric. Well, no. No. We're gonna -3 that guy there. And then we Lightning Helix, Godric. Oh, I do like tokens. You'll love my my latest batch of decks. I've been going token deck crazy lately. I've posted everything up on YouTube if you want to check that out at Average Zen there. And I've been building a lot of decks around Caretaker's Talent and Urbrask's Forge ever since I found the Boros Beza deck that won in that tournament in Japan. There's the second Forge. That's okay. I think we're winning this race. Okay, well, we will definitely block. Gain some life. Oh, they lightning strike anyway. That's alright. We can deal. What we really want to see here is a Shieldred. Oh, hey, thank you, Lazy. Thank you so much. Lurking is perfectly acceptable. I think we want to go Preacher of the Schism, and we definitely appreciate the raid. We're just getting started here. This is only my second week streaming here on Twitch. I've been posting some videos for a couple of weeks, Magic Arena related, on YouTube. I do a series. Actually, we've got our second week premiere today after the stream of Wife versus Wednesdays. My wife plays as well. And we battle it out, brawling and standard brawling. And try not to tear each other's throats out. She's vicious. I'm not going to give away the ending, but she plays Coma. I asked her, we're supposed to be doing theme decks. All right, so we won with that. Murder tokens. Yeah, Mardu tokens. All right, well, we're going back in. Yeah, so we were building theme decks, and I said, oh, let's do, Bloomburrow, like cutesy animals. Let's do something, nature related. And I was like, okay, how about rats versus snakes? And she's like, oh yeah, I'll do Coma. And I was like, oh, you can have Coma in the deck, but you can't have Coma as your commander. And sure enough, she made Coma her commander, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, the struggle was real. Well, let's get rid of a Scavenger's Talent. Say hello. And go ahead and get down our Scavenger's Talent. And let's see if we can combo off here. Because we have the Forge in it, and there's Shelly. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, our opponent, Swamps. Are we about to get Deep Cavern batted? Signs point to yes. Well, goodbye. You can see our hand. Maybe they give up now? L floor. Okay, we really wanted to see a land there. Okay. Alright, Shuffler. Shuffler. Well, they can see that we drew the Elspeth. Have another Get Lost bat. Okay, we got our land. There we go. There we go. Let's rock and roll. Next turn, even if we don't hit our land drop, we can level up our Scavenger's Talent. And, we got some food. So as soon as we get Caretaker's Talents going, then we're getting tokens out the wazoo. L-Floor. Don't you do it. Don't do it, L-Floor. Don't play a third bat. Oh, duress. Okay, well, there goes our Elspeth. Good news is we have a Shieldred. No biggie. Okay, they don't like the Shieldred. Good thing we have some recursion. Alright. Fair enough, Mono Black. Fair enough. There's your shell. She's Shelly jealous. Black and white? That's strong right now. I like the bat deck especially. Okay, we got a land. Let's go ahead and level up our dudes. And level up our dudes. And then they're gonna lose their mind. We're gonna say, oh, we should have reordered those triggers. No. Okay, well, we'll do this, this, and this. And there you go. And we'll mill our opponent out now. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure they're not running any kind of reanimate. Why would they do that? But hey, our Shellys cancel each other out, so we're not losing any life. Hostile Investigator, a dud here. We are empty-handed. My goodness. We dodged the bullet there. Alright, they have the go for the throat on top. Still there. Okay, we have some card draw advantage now. We do have that. Alright, so they're gonna block no matter what, so no attacks. Sacrifice the token. Let's draw into some removal. We had to spend a lot of get loss on bats. Not ideal. Okay, that's a malicious eclipse. That will not help us. I'm gonna decline. At least we'll be able to gain some life here. Okay, the Hopeless Nightmare. We don't care about that. Our malicious eclipse was not doing anything. Our opponent can investigate our malicious eclipse in the graveyard. Popping a clue. They said we need something else. Wow. Did we mill that go for the throat? We did. We did mill the go for the throat. Very nice. That is one interaction I did not expect, is that when we give them the map tokens off of the get lost, and they crack them, and we're getting information off of what's on top, so we know whether or not it's going to be better to mill ourselves or mill them to get rid of some value cards. Alright, this is an issue though, because now we're taking 11. We really need a board wipe. Second Forge not really gonna do it. We never hit our Caretaker's talents. We have 4. We have a playset in here. Just not hitting them. And that's game, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's 9, 10. That's the best we can do. You win some, you lose some. Do I get roped a lot, Lazy Boofle? I mean, a lot. I don't know. Sometimes, definitely. I try to give the benefit of the doubt, though. If, you know, I certainly have experienced technical issues. I would definitely say that there's been a few times I've gotten roped, though, when I've known it was definitely a rope. I consider playing Nadu to be a rope, to be honest. want to sacrifice anything. No, we don't have anything to bring back. Decline. Good game. Well, we'll let him get the swing in. Alright, so we're 1-1 with this particular brew. I think it would have been a different game completely if we would have drawn our Caretaker's Talent. We definitely would have seen a board wipe at some point, other than that Malicious Eclipse. Not ideal for this matchup. Yeah, I was really glad that they banned Nadu. What is it, in Pioneer or Explorer? I wish it was out of Brawl as well. Alright. Well, we're going to hop back in. If you want the deck list, I covered it in the beginning of this video, but we'll just go over a quick recap. We're running Scavenger's Talent. As you saw, it produces food, and when we're sacrificing tokens like the food or the forge, we get the mill, either ourselves or our opponent, and it's good recursion. We brought Shelly back last game with that. We got our Get Lost and Lightning Helix. Caretaker's Talent, which we would have seen it last game. Preacher of the Schism, good defender, as well as getting some tokens out there to trigger Caretaker's Talent. Malicious Eclipse can be a one-sided board wipe against aggro. Forge, you know it. We love it. We're running red tokens. Jaya and Archangel Elspeth, both making tokens. I'm still torn on whether Jaya needs to be in here or not. Let me know what you guys think. Shelly, because the card draw life gain combo of Caretakers is amazing. And if we run into a mirror matchup, or like blue-white control version of this, or the Boros control version of this, she's going to eat their card draw alive just for, them trying to play their deck. Starfall Invocation, because we don't want to exile Shelly, because we do have recursion. Season of the Burrow, artifact removal on the 2-pause mode, or enchantment removal on the 2-pause mode if we run out of Get Losts. Put some bodies on the floor if we have to. 3-paw mode, very relevant for getting back our forge with an indestructible counter or Caretaker's Talent. And we got a one of, fun of, virtue of persistence, just to get back Shelly's. That's the only creature that we really care about. What is my opinion on mill? I can tell you I milled someone out yesterday with this deck. So it doesn't have to be, it can be an alternate win con. I don't know about the current standard, how that supports mill, but I'm okay with that. There have certainly been some like rogue mill years ago, blue-black. So it's had its day here. You have 3 standard mill decks or just 3 mill decks? I would be interested in seeing oh, okay, you play historic. That makes more sense. Yeah, the fountain ports are, if you're playing any kind of token, the card advantage, of being able to sack a treasure for 2 mana and get to draw a card. Sack a food for 2 mana and get to draw a card. Well, 3 if you count the fountain port tapping, but and it generates tokens, so it does a lot of things that token decks want to do. It is absolutely clutch. I think we go with this. And we'll ditch the virtue for now. We have the Malicious Eclipse. We have the Season of the Burrow. We have Lightning Helix. We got Concealed Courtyard and go. I've gotten like one. See, I'm trying to build up my card collection. I don't have enough to play historic regularly, but I do have 1 historic deck build. I'm working on a couple of timeless decks as well. That is true. I've been surprised at how many Bloomburrow cards have made it into other formats already. All right, we got a case of the Filched Falcon. Cool. And we got our forage, and they're tapped down. We're going to take advantage of that. Yeah, oh, hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, in fact, that's all I've been doing is making caretaker decks for the past 2 weeks. So definitely check out my YouTube channel or some of my previous streams. You might get some ideas. I've been testing some different brews other than, other people may have been doing. Okay, we got them. We got them. They said the forge and the talent is too much. It's too much value. They cannot put up with it. And with that, just like that, we're 3 wins away from Diamond. Really like to get into Diamond before the end of the season. This is my first season back after taking a couple of years off from Arena. My wife continued playing the whole time, so her collection dwarfs mine. Later on today, if you check out my YouTube channel at Average Zen, I have a premiere of our second installment of Wife versus Wednesday, where we battle it out, Brawl and Standard Brawl style, and you get to see both of our screens. I'm still working on the exact format visually, but it's entertaining because we don't pull any punches with each other, and she usually beats me. Alright, we got a couple of Scavengers talents. We got a Forge. This looks like a possible mill. This looks like a possible mill. Because we're going to be sacking Forges every turn. And that's going to be milling every turn. We are up against... Oh, and we got Shieldred. Oh, do we get greedy here and put down the second? No, we gotta hold up to get lost. We gotta hold up to get lost. So many times I get greedy. Okay, a couple of Yosin Frontiers. That's gonna be an issue, so we're gonna go ahead and kill that. Oh, you've been playing for 2 months? Yeah, no, don't get greedy. Pace yourself, especially when you're playing control. Aggro, that's a different game. Alright, let's go Forge. They're probably running Disenchant. I'm not going to get my hopes up here. But we do get a food token. So instant value, 1 damage, 1 food. Combo. Okay. We got an Anthem Soldier. I still wouldn't mind a Malicious Eclipse here. But we will take a Shieldred instead. No attacks. And we'll make a food. Our opponent will take some damage. Very nice. I think I would like another Shieldred in this deck. My problem is I don't have a whole lot of wild cards. So I think I would add 1 Shieldred if I could. I've been opening packs of Dominaria United to try to get another one. Speaking of which, I did the draft last night for the Dominaria set, and that was pretty cool. I got to draft a Llanowar elf. A lot of legendaries in that deck too, or in that set too. So I was like, yeah, I can use a lot of these for commanders. I do a Brawl on Fridays, streaming here. Okay, let's go ahead and torch the Valiant Veteran. He needs to go. And now we attack in. No, we don't attack in. No, we don't attack in. That is a bummer. That first striker is just gonna make it so that we cannot do this. That's okay. We mill them out. Can't attack in. That's why Shelly and that's why the Scavenger's Talent are in the deck. And now we have 4 food tokens. So even if they kill the Shelly, we can still bring her back with Scavenger's Talent instantly. I think this one and the deck that I'm going to show off in the next hour are probably the best versions of non-Boros token control that I've come up with. Alright, he's going to flash in. Not sure why he did that there. Well, I think we just let that thing sack. Milia. And we will decline because there's nothing in our graveyard to get back right now. And look at all those food. We've got 6 food tokens. So just stalling him out, gained a bunch of life here, and we're going to mill him out. I mean, we definitely block at least one of these, right? Alright, so they're gaining 6. We'll block the 2-1. Would have loved to see something other than a land there. Like I said, our Malicious Eclipse is in here somewhere. Let's go ahead and sack a food. And there you go, Milia. And we'll sack a food. And Milia. And we'll sack one more food. Oh, my stomach. I should have eaten breakfast this morning. Milia. Now you may be thinking, well, why didn't I just mill myself? That's mostly because the only creatures I've got in here are Sheoldred or the Preacher of the Schism. So it's very likely that I wouldn't be able to get anything back anyway off of this Scavenger's Talent. So I'm going to save those tokens there until I block with Shelly here. And I think I'm going to block the Bright Blade Stout with the counter. Well, I would, but it's not going to kill them, so that's a problem. Okay, so we're just going to block this first striker. All right, we're making progress, and we got a Jaya. Make a monk with prowess. Gain some life. I think that's game, though. I don't think that we come back from the backswing here. But I mean, we gave it an honest shot. We We got our opponent down to 24 cards. So you can see if we would have hit our board wipe, we could have easily stalled this game out long enough in order to, do we want to, I don't think, we still don't have anything, so no. Alright, can our opponent sneak in 10 damage? Yes, they can. Good game. Well, I think the shuffler did us dirty there. We had answers, we just could not find them. Such is life. Let's do it again. One more time. Well, probably more than one. Red Joy. Well, there's our malicious eclipses and Starfall Invocation. All the removal we were looking for last game. Alright, Concealed Courtyard, Scavenger's Talent, go. Oh boy, we have mono red with a splash of green. I'm tempted to level up the Scavenger's Talent there, but I think if they have something crazy off the top here. Okay, no, it's just this lick shot show off. Hitting for 1. We can handle that. Our issue is Malicious Eclipse is a sorcery speed. Okay, so they're going to have to invest everything in this lick shot show off in order to avoid the Preacher of the Schism. Okay, so they're gonna plot a demonic ruckus. There's the Questing Druid. Okay, I've seen this particular brew on MtG. Okay, well, let's go ahead and attack in, make a token. Alright, we got a life gainer. Let's see if they do something silly like Shocker 1/1. Okay, the Challenger is out. Buffs up the Questing Druid. Emberheart Challenger. Probably almost as good as the Heartfire Mouse. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna block the Emberheart. What does our opponent play? Nothing? Okay, we'll do that. And we'll make some food. And we'll eat some food. Num 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 num. Looks delicious. Look at that. Oh man, we don't have the second black. We don't have the second black. We got Malicious Eclipse Tribal over here. Is the food a cheeseburger? No, I don't think it was a cheeseburger. That would not be on theme. Okay. We have all the removal in the world here. We just are not hitting our land drops. This is my concern, dude. Okay. Still got 4 mana open. The shuffler always does this to me. It's like you either need no lands or all lands. Okay, that's what we were waiting for. We're waiting for some more buffs. And luckily, Nice, okay. Well, I think we're still dead anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. We gotta kill the slick shot because they might just fling it at us. But yeah, we dropped we dropped down to 1. All we need is a bolt or a shock. Oh, okay. All right, you got us, green splash. Good God. What can we say? We just couldn't play our board wipe because we didn't draw second black source. Frustrating. We had board wipe city. Even if we could have probably gotten to our starfall there if we just would have hit our land drops. Shuffler, our mortal enemy once again. All right. Let's keep it going. Age wins. Okay, well. This is an iffy hand. We at least have land. And we have a forge. Is that all we need? And a couple of Season of the Burrows? Hey, Ophelia. Welcome. Our OG follower. If any of you fine folks are looking for any custom banners or PFPs for Twitch or other socials, Ophelia does that kind of work. Saw some examples of that yesterday. Fine stuff, indeed. No problem. I'm always happy to help. Alright, so once again, we need a board wipe. Feel like I'm saying that a lot lately. Let's go. No, actually, we'll not go. Double Burrow Guard Mentor. Cheating. Okay, this is going to be another quick game. We are really... we wanted to go diamond today. But, I think we're just going to wind up kind of bouncing back and forth. I mean, this deck is nice. Don't get me wrong, but I'm actually more excited on a third card. Tron assembled. Okay. Shuffler favoring our opponents today. But yet, stick around for the next hour because I'm really excited about the next deck that I have assembled. It might be the best version of token control that doesn't have blue in it. All right. We can do this. Moral support. We're trying to hit diamond. We're so close. 3 days left in the season. Can we get there on our first ranked season back in years on Arena? Not quite alive with the Astarian avatar. Okay, I really, really wish we could see some Caretaker's talents. That's what we're here to build around because of the awesomeness that is that engine. But Shuffler not seeing fit to hand us one. We're going to have to work for it. Alright, another mono red deck. And once again, we don't have our sweepers. Not in hand yet. But we have lots of removal. And draw more removal. Cool. No? Okay, well, I tell you what. Let's go ahead and get down our forge and hope they can't kill us next turn. This might be a greedy move, but we gotta start doing something. Oh, the day is going great. We've got some new guests watching the show. We're trying out some pretty powerful decks, I think. Koth, huh? All right. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and get lost Koth. We'll hold up another get lost or lightning helix and see what happens. Yeah, how's your day going? Appreciate you joining us again here and spending some time. Jaya. Jaya needs to get lost as well. Okay, you has token. You can now also have a map token. Or more map tokens, I should say. Yeah, crack it. Let's see what's on top. It's a land, just what you wanted. Thank you, Shuffler. Thank you. Okay, we didn't draw a land, though. That is unfortunate. My stomach. Okay. Well, let's attack in. Do they block? No. Okay, so now we can use... See, you were talking about how good is Fountain Port. Well, now I can sacrifice my token that was going to die anyway and draw a card off of it. There you go. I didn't hit my land drop, but what else, am I going to do? Lightning Helix a 1-1? Get lost a 1-1? Okay, well, I could have got lost that, but we can do that next turn. We can also Starfall Invocation if we hit our land drop. There it is. There it is. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm good at magic. Autopay. Definitely. It's no big deal. You're fine, opponent. You gonna shock it? Shock it. Do it. Do it. I don't want it. Yes. Thank you. We love it. Okay, we have another Bone Horde Dracosaur. I don't know why they didn't crack the map tokens there. Okay, well, we gotta get lost that. They can have some more map tokens. Now we're gonna Scavenger's Talent number 2. Level up Scavenger's Talent. Smack you for 5? Question mark? Yeah, we got through. We got it. They're out of instance. And now, I think we mill ourselves. Okay, there's a forge. So now we can sacrifice. Now it's a creature card. We gotta have a creature card in there. Oh, we milled our planeswalker. And now we have to exile another Dracosaur. And there's the Brotherhood's End. Not bad. It is sorcery speed, though. I will not catch our forge. Okay. Let's go. Exile. Return. Done. Okay. Exile the Dracosaur. Return the forge. Auto pay, sure. Burrow of Season of the Burrow, folks. And now we have an indestructible forge. Broken. Alright, let's see if our opponent can pop off. Yeah, we'll do ourselves. Mill ourselves. Okay, there's a Preacher of the Schism. We can get that back. So let's go ahead and mill our opponent. Yeah, we just gotta level up one of these talents next turn, and then we got more tokens. We still have yes, we have the indestructible forge. Oh, the brothers ended us, and we still have a forge. Clutch. Good game. We'll attack, and then lightning helix to the face. Just so we had that the whole game, right? All right. So this deck kept us from. Well, it didn't keep us. We've been yo-yoing up and down, but you can see you can get some pretty amazing stuff going on with this deck, synergy-wise. Especially the fact that it's basically the Boros deck, but slightly better, because I think Shieldred is better than Beza. Shieldred is always good. You're always drawing cards. Your opponent is always drawing cards. You always want a 4 or 5 death touch on the board. Speaking of which. Alright, so we got a sweeper. We got a bomb and a bomb. Let's go. And another sweeper. Our opponent also in black and white. Let's see what they think about our splash. Okay, so we got bats. Bats should definitely get got if we can get a second black source. Okay, that is not a second black source. Opponent is going to get out some bats here. I can't imagine. Okay. What are we drawing into? Okay. So we definitely demolition field. Maybe they demo in response? Invasion of Gabicon. Well, that's unfortunate. So let's go ahead and kill their demo field. Yeah, it's fine. I know. Yeah. There we go. Okay, what will you make more expensive? Oh. This card still tricks me up. White having a card that can peek into your hand, and while not make you discard, at least make it more expensive. They don't like the Jaya. Okay. Well, they're gonna be surprised to see this. Surprise? Alright, we got a point of damage in. Our opponent also killing themselves. We like that. We highly encourage you to keep on using Lunar Convocation. Okay, Invasion of Gabicon number 2. Where are your bats? You played Cavern of Souls on bat. Alright, Shieldred number 1, slightly more expensive. Alright, our opponent down to 11. We draw a second demolition field. Let's go ahead and play Shieldred of the Apocalypse. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. You can do that. Legions to ashes. Goodbye, Forge. And how the bat. The bat going to take one of our malicious eclipses. But, surprise. We has another. And we will hold up our lightning helix and see if they continue to kill themselves. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and hit them for 3 and gain 3. That is a perfect draw. That's what we want to see. Get lost. Goodbye, Aclazats. And I think we demo field their other demo field while they can't do it in response. And we will take action. And we'll get ourselves a plains. Alright, our opponent firing up the Restless Fortress. Gonna gain a little bit of life. What's on top? That's another Legions to Ashes. We love to see it. Shieldred, number 2. Incoming. We are doing quite a bit of damage to ourselves as well. Alright, go for the throat. See, this is a problem, because before our opponent was hesitating on using the Lunar Convocation to draw more because they were getting low on life. But now they have some life gain going on, and we desperately need an answer to that. And more land is not it. That's not going to cut it. Alright, let's see if they have... Oh, wait, well, we know they have the Legions to Ashes, so we're going to have to just draw into something. Okay, well, let's do Concealed Courtyard. No, we can't. Oh, that was a mistake. We already played our land for turn. Oh, my goodness. That was a mistake. Bitter Triumph. Okay, so they're saving the Legion. For what? Okay, gotta flip the Gavicon. Things are not looking good for us here. This could be bad. There's Zorlin. Well, let's force their hand. Alright, we got rid of that Gabicon. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Although I think we could be dead. can't do anything about that. Alright, they flipped the second Gobicon and gotten back the first Gobicon. Made our malicious eclipse more expensive, even though we weren't going to cast it. And this is effectively game, because we can't get out of this. I like what our opponent's doing here, though. The Zora line bringing back the invasion. That's pretty cheeky. And our we have Fountain Port Tribal. Congratulations. Alright, we'll pay a life. There you go. Opponent, kill us. We've made a fish. There you go. Good game, Devil Lice. Devil Lice? Devil Lice? Devi Lice? You can call yourself whatever, I guess, if you're beating us. That was a rough game. That was a rough matchup.